Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Blossom, the Seed of Life. Our little mining drone is working. Why is he working? I didn't set him to work. He's going to get copper. Oh, okay. Do I need copper? Maybe, maybe not. So I'm going to deactivate this dude for now. I probably do need copper. So in between episodes, I built one of these. This is the auto storage T3. And yes, this guy has been collecting a bit of copper. My storages are looking okay. I finally went into the crafting station and finished up all of the suit modules. So these are all done. But in terms of expansion, I haven't done anything. One thing that I would mention, something that I didn't even think of, the wind turbines don't do very well. I mean, this one's starting to pick up. It's doing 1.36 per second. I think maybe as the atmosphere improves, it'll go faster. But somebody mentioned that maybe it would be better to put wind turbines in elevated positions, like up on the hill. I didn't even think of that. Anyway, this one's not connected. It's here for, I don't know, decoration. Because we have solar panels and they're not doing anything funky anymore. They're all working. What is this guy doing? No, that doesn't look right. Another thing, I wanted to check. Someone asked if batteries can go on top of the T2 storage module. Now, it does look a bit flat, but I'm kind of keen on getting another storage module because I added on a couple of carts. We've got the printer module, we've got the crafting wagon or crafting station, and I've got another battery over here. I want to get more storage, but I do want to test this. So I'm going to deconstruct this battery and grab those. And oh yeah, we can test our printer now. Let's go to our printer and battery. Oh no, we want modules. Battery module. All right, well, it goes there easily. No, it does not go on top of the storage module. So yeah, there's your answer to that one. I'll put that back. All right, so we've got that built again, and I think just a little bit more storage. Now everything's a bit disjointed. I'm going to take off the wind turbine because there's a solar panel. Although the wind turbines served us pretty well, the production is really slow, 0.14 per second. Whereas the solar panel module would be 0.2. Yeah, the max you can get on the wind turbine is 0.15, but that is day and night. In a bind, that could be useful. Wait, what is out there? Why is that there? Oh, is that bugged from... Maybe my dude was busy mining that when I stopped him. And that's why he looks like he's sparking. Let me see if I can get that fixed. So we'll activate him... you know what, we could always use a little bit more copper. Yeah, so I'm going to get another storage module. And we don't have very big storages. So storage module T2 is the best we can get. We need an aluminium alloy for that. So I need to collect an iron and... Oh, do I have any aluminium? I do. We'll grab one of those out. And we'll hop into our crafting station. Aluminium alloy. Back in our printer. Actually, no, we're going to use this printer. Mind you, I should probably plug in just to get that other battery charged. As you can see, our little wind turbine has given that some charge. So we will use our printer module, storage module T2. We'll put it over there. Good. I think this is the max. I think this is the maximum length. I think it was 4. Could be wrong. Maybe we'll test out later and see. The plan for today, we're going to expand our greenery. Right now we are stuck on 8% biological growth. We need to put up more of those sprinkler towers so we can spread the green, because we need to get that up to, well, ultimately 60,000 or something. Yeah, that's for our next unlock, which will be the steam turbines, refinery T3, and the water tank module, the big one, the T2. And then I'd also like to have a look at oxygen. Maybe we can get that started as well. There's a carbon extractor. Didn't even see where the T1 was. Anyway, that's what the plan is. Lots to do. Let's get stuck in. Right, so wherever we go, we are going to need power. And I think the solar panels are good. It'll only provide half the power, but I mean, we could maybe take a battery with. So let's start with power. If we just do a smaller battery, so 2 power cells. Well, there's wind generator T3. Oh man, I have to get some of those. That produces 8 power. It's quite expensive. And it's a completely different recipe to the T2. Oh, that's the wind generator. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's the solar panel T2 that I'm looking for. So yeah, just gold wire and glass. Alright, I've got to stop this guy from collecting any more. I think we have enough copper. And I'm going to catch him just after he's landed. There we go. So gold wire and glass. I don't have any gold wire made. I do have glass. So there's a glass. And we have some gold. So we'll grab the gold. We'll go make the gold wire and we'll put that on our little wagon. Right, gold wire is done. And we can store these. One there, add one there. Good. Then I'd like to also take, obviously, obviously a battery. And for that we need 2 power cells, and I do not have sulfur. Ooh, I have no sulfur. Right. Little robot dude, you are going to go and get us some sulfur. So let's set that to sulfur and activate. And while he's collecting the sulfur, we can have a look at the next thing that we need. We need some water infrastructure. So the water extender uses iron ingots. Wow, it's that bad. I don't even have iron. 1 piece. And oh wait, hold on. I should have ingots lying at the smelter. Yeah, there we go. So we'll take 2 of those because we'll use them, I'm sure. Alright, so I don't need that piece of iron anymore. Sorry, Rebecca. We'll put that back. Okay, so that'll sort us out for a water extender. And hopefully a power extender as well. Yeah, that's fine. Then we need more gold wire and a power junction for a water pump. Now, I'm thinking, will it be worth it to get, because we have water stored, there is the water storage module. Maybe I can take water with me. But now, will I be producing enough to green up a place? I don't know. Let's go and have a look at that module and see what that costs. Maybe we don't need to set up water pumps everywhere. Alright, so water storage module stores 250 water, uses a pressure valve. Yeah, that actually might be a good idea. Then I can take water with me. And I'd have to decide which one I don't need. And it's, I don't know, might be the scanner. I don't know. Alright, how are we doing over here? Looks like we've got the sulfur that we need. We've got way too much copper now. So let's hop in here. Let's get rid of that slot and we'll take those 2 sulfurs as well. It would be nice if when you take things out, they just automatically went onto your backpack instead of falling on the floor first. Anyway, to the crafting station, we need 2 power cells, so we'll get those. 1 in there and 1 in there. That's that storage full. And I can go and drop off the copper. I need gold wire for something, so I'm going to go and get one done. Oh, we're obviously going to need the bio core as well. Look at that. Okay, so we can actually draw from that big storage. It's showing up here. I'm definitely not carrying 12 copper and 2 sulfur on me currently. I've got 2 sulfur, but this is info from that side. So that's pretty interesting. Right, what do we need for this? A bit of regolith. A couple of pieces. Oh, and I was just going to make a gold wire, just in case. Right, so let's pick up some regolith. What did we need that for? Power cells. Oh, we didn't actually need it. I can leave it behind. So from these normal storages, the crafting station doesn't see it, but from these, the auto storage, the crafting station can pull items from here directly. That's pretty cool. Oh, also, I did add a couple more batteries in between episodes, so yeah, our main base is pretty much sorted out. I would like to start work on building a base, but I don't have many of the habitat blueprints. I've got lots of corridors. I've got like 1 small habitat. Anyway, let's put that over there. Now, I might be making a little bit of a mistake. If I take a water tank, then I don't need all this water infrastructure that I've been planning. You know, that might be a thing. I also wouldn't then need all the power because I wouldn't need to run a water pump. And those sprinkler towers, they don't use power, they only use water. Man, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the storage because we don't need that. What we do need, and if I can grab that, is a water tank module. So let's do that. The water tank needs the pressure valve. So in we come. Pressure valve needs gold ore and 2 regolith. Alright, I need to stop this guy collecting sulfur before he overdoes it. So we'll deactivate him for now. So there's the gold ore, there's the regolith. Now we could put items in here, which I didn't think we could do before. But we can come up to it, and we can press E to put goods into the storage. So that's an option. I think I needed another regolith. So there's one more, and a pressure valve. Brilliant. And then we can head over here. Oh, actually, we don't need to because we have a printer. So I can go to the printer and go, I want water tank module right there, and build. So that's going to store 250 water, and I can grab a pipe from there and go and plug it in and fill that tank. There we go. Look at that. And it's filling from that tank. It actually does quite a bit. Okay, right. I can disconnect now. Rebecca, are you following me, little one? All right, well, hi there. How you doing? You're looking very good today. Happy little one. Right, so we have water. Now I have to come back and visit. But if I do have a water pump, I can build a water pump away from home. Kind of need to remind myself what I did pick up though. All right, let's go and see what a water pump costs. We have enough to do a biospray tower T1. We could do the biospray tower T2. That just needs 2 biocores, and it uses quite a lot of water. So gold wire and a power junction. I knew I needed gold wire for something. Right, let's sort out power junction first. Oh, we have more blueprints. Cool. So copper and chromium. 2 chromium. I hope I have chromium. Oh boy, I might not. I got 1. All right, little dude, go and fetch me some chromium, would you? And there's the chromium. Go and fetch some chromium for me. Thank you very much. And if we're going to use the big tower, then we need another one of those biocores. And the biocore needs 2 steel and 2 gold ore. Oh, I think I might be a little low on gold now. I've only got 1 there and none in storage. Okay, well, the drone's going to be fetching stuff. Maybe I didn't need that extra gold wire that I made. By the way, you don't need to deconstruct things. I didn't realize this. But with the construction chip enabled, or the construction module enabled, you can just hold R, and then you can move things around. You can't put it too close to where it was. I mean, you can't overlap where it was. But yeah, you can move stuff. Yeah, you can also cancel. So yeah, it's not necessary to break things down. You can move your machines and buildings and stuff. Oh good, our guy is back with our chromium. So we'll just grab 1 out of there. Actually, we didn't need to do that because the crafting station can see what's in that and pull it out. So power junction, done. And now I have no idea why I needed a power junction. Too many things to think about. I'm going to let him bring back a couple more pieces of chromium, and then I'm going to send him to go and fetch some gold. Alright, so it may be worthwhile having a couple of these auto storage T3s and replacing these. Because these storage T3s have 12 slots. These have 36. They do take power, but I mean, I don't think power is a problem anymore. Oh, that's right. It was the water pump. And I've got the power junction, so I don't really need any more stuff for the water pump. I need the gold, and I have some steel because I collected a whole bunch before, so we'll grab that steel in preparation for the gold arriving, which... oh, no, hang on. We need to switch him now. He brought that chrome back. Let's hop in here, deactivate, and he'll come back. We'll cycle to gold and reactivate him. I'm not sure how far away gold is. It's pretty far. But we can have a look at the platform and see how far away he is. Okay, so the gold was quite far away. He's traveling way more than 500 meters out to go and get gold, which makes sense because we're not seeing it on our HUD anymore. So I have what I need to make a battery. I have what I need to make a water pump. I think what I need to make a wind turbine. I have what I think I need to make a solar panel. Okay, so it does look like it will take stuff from you and what's on the wagons. All right, that's pretty handy. So we can do a pump T1 for power. We can do a battery. Do I have what I need for a solar panel? Solar T2. Okay, I did take the big one. So I'm just waiting for the gold so I can get another biocore and we can pick up the bigger sprinkler. And he's on his way back with a couple of gold ore. Yep, he's less than 200 meters out, and he'll go and drop them into the big storage, the auto storage. And here he is. He's coming down, and he drops it off, and we can Hop in here. So we can just press E to remove gold ore. Oh, okay, so it still falls on the ground, unless there's a way that I'm missing to automatically put it on your backpack. Anyway, we can hop in here now and go and do another biocore, and that's done. So I think we have everything that we need to go out. I'm carrying a regolith that I probably don't need, so we'll drop that off. Now the plan with this expedition is not to go and pick up resources. We don't need to do that. We are going to go and extend the greenery. That is the plan. And I think I'm just going to let the drone come back and then I'll deactivate it before I head out. I think I have everything on me that I need. Not even sure why I needed that aluminium alloy, but I have it. Alright, drone has dropped off the gold and I will deactivate. Cool, let's go for a drive. Let's go and see if our plan is going to work. We're all charged up and I know that there's another pond a little bit further out, so we'll go and do a test over that way. Right, this is the one I was thinking of. Oh, there's a location over there that I don't think I've been to and it's very close. And maybe another one. Well, I suppose I have a... Well, maybe I have a little bit of space... Ooh, hey, that's not good. I have a little bit of space for blueprints, potentially. I wonder if our printer has a blueprint station on it. I'll have to check that out. So let's hop out of our vehicle. We are far enough away that we could put a tower, I think, over here. One of those sprinkler towers. So let's get to our printer module. We'll go to the greenery and this tower. My gosh, it's big. We'll put that there. And then we'll grab the water socket, connect to that, wait for this to finish building. And we'll go and plug this in. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough water. But there you go. We're doing it. And the water's getting sucked up pretty quickly. But yeah, there we go. We're at 9%. Yeah, and our water is almost done. And we have no greenery yet. So, yep, we're going to need to build a little bit of water infrastructure. So let's go into our printer module. And we'll do a water pump. We're just going to do a T1. And we'll throw that in the water. Turn it around. And then we'll need some power for this. So back in the printer. Ah, man, I thought I brought what I needed for a solar panel. Did I need an extra gold wire? I thought I had one. Oh, darn. Well, it would be nice if I could call the drone. Anyway, how are we doing over here? We can only deactivate it or deconstruct it. So I'm going to disconnect the water line and it just stopped. Okay, I'm going to need to go and get some gold wire. Yeah, let me head back. Be back with you in a moment. Alright, I already had gold wire made. And I might as well top up my water tank so that we can keep it going at least. Alright, that is done. And I suppose while I'm here, I don't need to really, but I'll top up the power. Right, that's done. And back out to our new big tower. It is pretty large. So I think the trick is to maybe head out in a direction, like I've done. Put up a water pump, get a bit of infrastructure going, and then build this tower a few times around that area. Maybe better if we had a couple more towers. Anyway, we can now do a solar panel, and I'll just put that over here. And it is evening, so let me build a battery as well. Now, let's see if I can store just a little bit of power. So we've got T2 batteries. I'll put one over here and quickly just connect that into the battery so that we've got power for the pump, at least a little bit, for overnight. Connect the battery to the water pump and connect the water pump to the tower. And everything kicks on and we're moving again. So this will do a much bigger area than the T1 did. I have less stuff in my inventory. I wanted to see about the printer. Does it have a slot? It doesn't look like it has a place to research blueprints. Not that I can tell. Maybe we have to find some blueprints and we're able to. I don't know. Right, so let's head out to these locations that are spotted. Rubik is following us. So let me get to the top of this hill. Yep, this is the location. And there's something here that might have a memory fragment. Landing pod V1. Yep, memory fragment. And it is chapter 4, the last plan, memory 31. Those who remain gathered in silence, not as nations, but as survivors bound by regret. One voice still believed something could be saved. Hers. Okay, so that's that one done. And then we can go over to this place. And there's another one over there. Let's see, what do we need to get in here? 50 power. I honestly don't think that's going to be a problem. So we can plug that in, we'll charge it, and that's done. And then I will disconnect that. And in we go. Alright, we have some fancy spacesuits, more data recovery terminals. Chapter 1, Memory 9. I was not built to understand endings, only continuity. And another one over here. Chapter 2, The Warning. Memory 11. One human began watching the sky longer than the rest. Her eyes followed patterns that others ignored. Oh, I have to get rid of the steel. Can I? Oh, I can't do it. Oh, well, I can jump over. I hope I'm going to be able to get out of here. Alright, blueprint vault. Rectangular corridor. Damn, more corridors. Another data recovery terminal. Chapter 1. Memory 10. Perhaps that's why the first crack felt so strange. Like a sound that should not exist. And another blueprint. Rectangular corridor segment. Damn, so many corridors. Alright, let's see. Can I get out of here? Oh gosh, that's not good. Put the flashlight on. I can't jump in here. Oh, I'm in trouble. Is there another way out? There is no other way out. And I am completely unable to jump. And this requires a mining laser. Oh dear. This is a big problem. Damn, let me in, but I am now completely stuck. Well, that's a bit of a bugger, eh? And I don't think there's an unstuck button. What am I missing? It can't be designed like that, surely. I mean, this is game ending. I'm so close to my car, man. And my power system's dying. And I can't get out. Okay, this is silly. This really is not clever. I mean, how can it be set up so that you can get in but you can't get out? Alright, well, I'll suppose the way to get out is just to die here. There we go. And I just threw everything all over the place. Alright, where's it going to spawn me? Oh, bugger, back at base. Alright, well, I got a long run. Alright, my car is out that way. Right, folks, so let that be a lesson. I'm going to see if I can mine it. So I've pulled my car up. We open the door. There's my body. I can't pick up those. I can't seem to... Damn, I can't seem to... I've got the best drill on me. Hold on. I can actually reach here with the laser tool. Alright, cool. Alright, so there's a couple of pieces of steel we can take. Shame, Blossom. Let's grab the blueprints. Alright, I have to take this one out. Come on, let me select that blueprint. Okay, looks like I've lost a blueprint. We'll deconstruct this Blossom unit, and I'm just going to deconstruct this because, I mean, I don't need to remember this one. Yeah, I can't get to this blueprint now. And put the flashlight off. Nope. Alright, this place is bugged. See if I can get it from the outside. Ah, there we go. I got it. Alright, let's see if I can do anything with blueprints with this printer module. No, it does not appear that I can. It's just a basic printer. Alright, well, we'll offload then. I really didn't want to be picking up all this steel. Yeah, I could have just left it behind. Anyway, moving on. We have another location just over that way. Let's hope we don't have the same kind of issues. Alright, this one is open. Some tables, data recovery terminal. Chapter 2, The Warning. She ran calculations late into the night. The results never changed, no matter how many times she checked. That frightened her. Ooh. And that was it. Wait, have I been here before? There are no blueprint boxes. Anything out the back door? Nope. That's just the back door. Well, okay then. Back into the vehicle, and I think we're going to head back to our little location. Although, it can carry on going for a bit on its own. The sun is up now. I want to see what this big thing over here is. Oh, I see a blueprint box. And there's goodies lying around it. What do we have here? Titanium. Yeah, titanium. Alright, well, let's go and get another blueprint. It's a powered vault. So we can plug in. And it needs exactly 3 power. So I have to be precise. Oh, no. And are we going to get it? Oh, I keep missing it. Man, I had exactly 3 that time. Well, it worked on 2.9. And blueprint. I don't know what that blueprint was for. There's another location just ahead. I'm not sure if there's an entrance to this ship or not. Oh, the planet's surface is now fertile. Oh my word, look at that. Oh, just like that. Amazing. Okay, so we got steel lying around here. This will be another memory fragment. Oh, that's to mine. No, that's steel. I don't want that. Alright, we're not getting that. Let's head around this way and see if there's some kind of a door or something into this big ship. Nothing on this side. I don't see anything else around. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this is. It doesn't look like there's a way in at all. Yeah, that's the engine, so no, you're not getting in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just decoration, maybe. Unless I'm missing something. Anyway, we did these 2 locations. So I'm going to head back to that huge tower over there. It's still, the percentage is still going up on biological growth. And it's not even green out here yet. Water is being fed. Wait, it is not actually working. It is working. I can hear the sound. The top one is spinning. Alright, well, it looks like we got fertile ground here. This ground is different. So let's go back to base and have a look at what that means. Man, this area is super green now. I've been thinking what I might need to do with this rover is have 2 sets of wagons. Or extra wagons. Ones that I can connect for specific things, like lots of storage for when I'm going out and exploring and gathering. And one for when I'm going to put out towers or, you know, do stuff that I need to do outside. Anyway, we've got some blueprints. A whole bunch of corridors. There's one rectangular corridor segment C. Rectangular corridor segment D. And, oh, a bed. Hey, we got a bed. Okay, that was in the vault. The powered vault. So we need to look out for those. Those have furniture type things. Let's head over here and have a look at what's going on. Okay, so we've got the solar panel T3 blueprint. Right, that's been thrown out over there. And then on the soil side, steam turbine, refinery 3 and water tank module V2. Alright, let's make those blueprints as well. At the rate that things unlock in this game, it's difficult to keep up. You can't collect resources fast enough to build everything. Alright, let's have a look at the solar panel T3 first. There it is. It takes a tungsten core and 2 glass, but it generates 12 power. That's pretty big. I mean, we put 2 of those down and we're already producing more than what our current base is producing. Alright, we also had the steam turbine or the refinery 3 over here. Processes ores into cores. Ah, okay, now I understand why we needed. Now I understand where we make the cores. But we also got a steam turbine. That makes 0.1 to 20 power generation. Generates power by converting water into energy. Okay. But surely we have to give it some other resource. Oh, that's interesting. It might be good as a backup power source. Yeah, and there's the corridor segments that we got. And why is this showing me something? Oh, the water tank module 2. 2 pressure valves, 1000 water storage. I think maybe that's a good option. And we can replace our little one that we've got. So if I collect a couple of regolith, I should be able to make another valve. Yep, there we go. And then I can head over here, deconstruct this water tank, pick up that pressure valve, go to our little printer, water, wait, it's a module, so water tank 2, plug that in, right there, and fill it up. Well, that'll help us on our journeys. And it's filling up. Now, I don't think that storage is big enough to fill this one. So we'll leave it plugged in for a while we're pottering around the base. That biological growth is still going up. Let's see where we are with that. When we get to 105, we are going to get rover T2. So that is it for the pressure. And that's scientifically correct. For Earth-like pressure, very good. We are finished with temperature. Soil, we're working our way up to 90 where we'll get the storage drone platform T2. And I'm not exactly sure when we get into the oxygen. But back to the water, we do need a bigger water tank. And that water tank needs 2 pressure valves. That means I think I'm going to have to send my guy out to fetch probably regolith. Yeah, I'm missing regolith. And I've only got 1 gold left as well. So let's have you go and fetch us some regolith. There it is. Oh. Just as a note, uranium is now available in the mining drone platform. It wasn't before. So it is there now. Anyway, regolith. And activate. And I might want to think about putting down another one of those T3 storages. So I need a processing unit and 2 radiation cells. Now I have a processing unit. And I have 1 radiation cell. Wait, did I have another? No. I have to send him out to go and fetch some uranium as well. Then we can do another one of those big storages. and slowly do away with these. We'll just have a few of them for the ready-made stuff that we can't put into these storages, because these I think are only for ores. Oh, look at that. There we got some regolith. So we can make one pressure valve. We're going to need more gold. I have one piece. Oh wait, I don't actually need to do another. I'm going to put my gold ore in here. So there's my gold. I wonder if we can put steel in here. Can we put steel in here? Oh yeah, we can. Okay. And we can put anything in these. So it'll allow me to store the pressure valve as well. Alright, good to know. Well, I'm going to take this tank down, because it's kind of useless to us now. So we'll hold this to deconstruct, and that will give me the extra valve. There it is. And now I can build the big one. And this printer is closer. Water tank T2. Alright, let's see, where should I put it? Right around there. Let me just spin it around. There's the connection, and it's done. And we'll plug that into there, and hopefully that fills up. And this is only a T1 water pump. I have T2s, and all I need is an extra radiation cell, which I happen to have. Okay, I need to stop that guy from fetching regolith, because he's probably piled it up. There's a little bit in there. I need him to go and fetch me more gold. So we will scroll to gold and then reactivate. So we'll collect that radiation cell. We're going to switch this water pump out for a T2 water pump. So, deconstruct. Oh, that's not good. I need to go under and fetch this thing is running away from me. Come here. There we go. So back into the printer, T2 water pump. It's big. And we can fit it into this area. Spin it around. Right there. We'll grab the power connection from here. Yeah, it is large. Now, I didn't look at the differences. I'll go check them out in a moment. And the water is connected. Let's see the difference. So that uses 3 power and generates 1 water. This uses 7 power and generates 3 water. Cool. So we're getting more water production. Our tank over here is almost full. That is still spinning over there, so it's still growing. Our biological growth is now 22%. And I'm just going to whip all this stuff that I don't need here off the storage. And I suppose we can store the steel in here. Yep, there we go. Now we'll keep these things around for finished products. Alright, dude, I'd like you to go and fetch me some... wait, hold on. Did I not deactivate you? I'm pretty sure I deactivated you. Oh no, he went and got uranium. That's right. So I need you to go and top me up on... I think gold. Gold is the one that's furthest away. Yeah, go and fetch some gold. How much uranium did he manage to get? Oh, good. Wait, that's only 3. I need 2 radiation cells. I should have let him go and get some more uranium. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll sort that out. Not a big deal. So let's have a look at where we are. Oh, we're really close to getting the next stage. I don't know what these storage drone platforms are. I'll test them out at some point. But it does look like our biological growth has stalled. And that one location gave us 15%. Although it does still seem to be... Oh, wait, that's dropping. It's actually dropping. Is that a nighttime thing? Yeah, it's down to 22%. Ooh, let's hop in the vehicle and go and see what's going on there. Maybe that battery was just too small. Well, it's green around here. That's a nice sign. Yeah, the battery was too small. I suppose I could use my power. Or my water, preferably. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to use my power. And we'll connect this one in. Right, now that continues. Yeah, this battery was just too small. It only holds 200. And this thing uses like 4 or something. That's okay. It looks like it's happy with the water. But does that mean it's done? It does look like it's done. Yeah, it's not doing anything anymore. So if I unplug that, I want to head back to base and make sure that it's not going down again. But sure, let's deconstruct it and then take it somewhere else. I'm going to leave this here for now. Let that battery charge and maybe I can come back and top up my water if I need to. I'm not going to go too far. We'll head over in this direction somewhere. We'll just put it in some random spot and plug our water tank into it. Alright, I haven't gone far. Let's go and see what our printer says. Are we able to build it here? And of course I didn't pick up the flippin' bio things. Alright, let me go fetch them. Alright. Bio spray tower needs to be outside of that circle. Oh wait, does it need to be outside of that circle? That tooltip is very dark. Move 124 meters further. Okay. So we'll move that way a bit more. Oh, there's another pond over here. So if we need to, we can move that water pump over this way. All right, let's see. Can we do it here? Yes, we can. It's green. And I think that's fine. We'll put it right there. I'm just going to move my tank a little closer. And let's give this thing some water. There you go. Right, it's at 20%. Creating soil. Okay, so this creates soil. Our water tank is still looking okay. It is going down, which is expected. Hey, we might actually be able to finish this area with one tank of water. I'm going to hang around and wait until that's at 100% and see what happens next. So you can already see that the ground has changed. It's a different color. It looks a little more glossy. We're at 62% to soil. We've got about a quarter of our water left. So let's see, that's about 200, 230 maybe left. 250. All right, cool. We should finish this stage, and then after that it's going to do something, and I don't know what that is, because I wasn't watching before. Oh man, our water tank's almost empty. This is almost at 100%, and we made it. Now it's growing algae. Ah, there we go. And that needs water as well. So I probably need to carry 2 of those water tanks with me. And efficiency is dropping, I think, because we've run out of water. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to go fetch some more water and come back and see if a second tank will do it. But that is where it regresses. Yeah, algae dying from a lack of water. I see. Okay, so we've got the soil. We just got to keep the algae alive until it's at 100%. And I didn't build a water tank over here, so I'm not going to stop and try and pick up water out of the pump. That'll take too long. So we connect water in. We fill that up. That'll drain that big tank a bit. Yeah, 2,000 water is quite a bit. And this holds 1,000. And it's full. So we'll disconnect and head back out and see if one tank is enough to get the algae growth. And if that is the case, then I'm going to have to get rid of one of those batteries, which I don't really need at the moment, and replace it with a second water tank. Okay, we are back, and I will plug our water into the tower, and then I'm going to keep an eye on this. And it's working. The water is being used. Algae is growing. Now, if I'm able to do this with that tank, then what I can do is I can have one wagon with just 2 water tanks on it, set up one of these towers, connect it into the water, maybe bring in an extender, disconnect this. If I disconnect this, it still works. It's still sending water. So I could have the 2 water tanks on one wagon, drop this off with a tower somewhere, and then go and explore the area that I'm in. Huh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, we're at 75% now. Water is almost finished. Now, bear in mind that the first tank that I came here with, I had used some of it on the other tower, so it wasn't full. Yeah, I think my theory might be sound. I'm gonna test that, obviously. But we may have to go and fetch some more water so we can finish this one. Yep, we are empty. So we're going to head back. We're going to finish this one off, and then I'll head back again with 2 full tanks before we break it down. Oh my gosh, the drone is still working. Man, I'm going to have a lot of gold. I need to shut that off. Yeah, so let me do that first. So that is deactivated now. Yeah, oh dear. I think I've filled up this entire storage with gold. There's a lot. But there's other stuff as well, so that's cool. Just having a look at my batteries. It's 3 p.m. and they're not fully charged. That could potentially mean I need to do something. I need to do something soon, otherwise my base will run out of power and then I'll die. So, change of priorities. I need a piece of glass, or maybe if I've got 2, yep. And then I'm going to need some gold wire, and I think I can just make it from here without picking it up. Yeah, look at that. That's so much nicer. Right, we have that. And I'm going to just build another couple of those T2 solar panels. That should help us out. One there, and immediately plug it in, and then hop over here and fetch another one. And that one can go over there. And we'll plug that in. Now I have space for 2 more if needed, but I'll just have to keep an eye on this because they're almost fully charged, but we're using a lot more power, so better to have that extra storage. Alright, drone is sitting at home. Good. Our tank on our wagon is full, so we can disconnect that and head out again. Right, we are back. Now you can see the algae has died, so we need to get that at 100%, otherwise the algae dies, and that is not going to be good. All right, we're almost done here. So once this hits 100%, it's at 100%. Area is fully covered with algae. If I disconnect this now, the algae is not going to die. Okay, good. So once it's done, it's done. And then I can deconstruct the tower and not forget the biocores. All right, well, I'm going to go and implement my plan. I'm going to take one of these batteries off, put another water tank on, and we're going to head out again and do another area and see if we can do it with 2 full water tanks. We are home. And night has fallen. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one off. So we'll deconstruct the battery module and grab those power cells. And I'll save them for something else. So those are put away. Then I need to see what I need for the other water tank. I just need 2 pressure valves. And with any luck, I have what I need in my storage. I do. And I have plenty of what I need. All right, that's those. I will head to my little printer, water tank module, and build that. And then I'm going to fill them both up completely. Right, one is done. And then that one will get done. Now this thing is running at night and it's using a lot of power, so I'll just keep an eye on those batteries. I really should have enough. And there we go. Those are both full. Just need to top up the battery on my car. That's sorted and disconnected. And even though it's nighttime, I'm going to go for a drive, but I'm going to head in a different direction this time. We'll head over this way. Yeah, this looks like a pretty nice flat area that we can use. I'll stop over here and see if we can build it, because we are still relatively close to the base. Right, into the printer. Biospray Tower T2. I can build it right there. I mean, that's like the edge of where I can build it. So let's do that. I'll bring my vehicle a little bit closer. Cool. Let's plug in water tank number 1 and then just keep an eye on this and see if this is the right way to do it. Right, we're at 50% to making soil. We have, over 50% of the water left in the first tank. So it looks like it's going okay. We'll keep an eye on that. But biological growth on the planet is now up to 43%. So I'm going to have to do this a few more times. All right, creating soil is complete and we still have some water left in this tank. Yep, about 20% of it. So as soon as that water runs out, I'm just going to switch to the other tank and then we'll get the algae done. All right, now I'm watching the water tank and the amount is dropping. And the second it hits 0, we'll disconnect and connect the other tank. And that's it. We are done. Let's unplug that. Wait, hold on. Yes, I can do that to plug that in. And it carries on without too much damage being caused. It looks like this plan might work. We are at 50% towards algae. How much water do we have left? 500 and... Ooh, it could be a little tight. Could be a little tight. Let's hold thumbs. I hope this game is nicely balanced so that we can use 2,000 liters to do this. Whatever happens, it's going to be very close. We're at 90% and we just went under 90% of the water. Well, so let's hold thumbs that we get to 100%. Right, we're at 99% and oh, the efficiency dropped, but we got to 100. We got to 100. Did we finish it? You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Wow. Well, our water's empty. Man, we have to go back for a tiny little top up. Yep, it's dropping off again. Oh my goodness me. I mean, it was like less than 1% short. Well, that sucks a bit. All right, well, that is the experiment done. We will need slightly more than 2 tanks. Like very slightly more. Right, back at base. Let's make sure that this tank is full. Yep. And we'll fill up these water tanks again. Right, that is both of them filled up. All right, so maybe I should take the crafting station off and put another small tank in. Like just a T1. Yeah, it only needs 1 pressure valve. It holds 250. That'll be more than enough. And then I can head out into various areas and go and do that again and again. It looks like each time we do it, it gives us about 15%. Everything here looks good. Batteries are full. Okay, so those extra solar panels definitely helped. And I didn't get into the cores. So yeah, I'd have to get into the tungsten cores, and that means I need to build a refinery T3, and we'll have to test that out in the next episode. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts. A couple of little issues here and there with the game, nothing major. It's still very, very nice to play, and we got 5 blueprints unlocked. Let's go and see what they're all about. So, Biospray Tower T3. Alright, well, let's get that one. Oh, hold on, there were 2 of them there. The water pump T3, the water tank T3. That might be worth getting, the water tank. And the Blossom Station launch panel. Oh, is that where I need to get to oxygen? Maybe. Yeah, that might be a thing. Alright, well, let's pick these up and not make the same mistake. I made in the last episode, having a blueprint on my backpack and running around looking for where it was. So, Biospray Tower T3, Drone Platform T2, Water Tank T3, and Water Pump T3. So the Water Pump T3, that needs a core. The Water Tank T3, that just needs an extra pressure valve. Okay, I think I'm going to do one of those. That stores 10,000 water. Holy cow. That's quite a bit. Biospray Tower, 3 biocores. But it does 600 terraforming per second. I think I'm going to do that one for the next trips out. Then maybe I only need those 2 tanks. It uses double the water. No, yeah, it uses double the water, but it's 4 times faster. So yes, that might be the answer. So, one more biocore. Alright, well, I think between episodes I might just set up that new water tank, the big one, so that we do have a lot of water. There is a plug over here to connect water into the base or into the rocket. Still got to build a base, but I still haven't found enough blueprints, and I still have a blueprint on me. So yeah, that's the water extender T3. But that's it. We progressed, okay? We got 52% biological growth. I'm going to head out and go and finish that one so it doesn't regress too much. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers!